Hi, I'm Mike Goldman from Performance Breakthrough, and here's today's breakthrough idea. In last time's breakthrough idea, we talked about the first secret from my book, The 4 Secrets of Passionate Organizations, and that secret was called acceptance. Acceptance was about using the platinum rule, treating others the way they want to be treated instead of the way you want to be treated. And the question is, how do you determine how someone else wants to be treated? Well, I've worked with hundreds of business owners and leaders, and I typically get answers to that question when I ask them that says, well, the way I get to know my people and understand how they tick is I observe them. I observe them in meetings, I observe them in different situations. You know, we have bowling night every other Thursday, and I get to see how they act, and from that I learn about my people. Well, that certainly works, but it takes a lot of time. There's a shorter line between point A and point B, and that's to ask them. It's to sit down with your employees, sit down with your team individually, and ask them what motivates them, what their learning styles are, what their values are, what their career goals are. Now, there is an issue there. Imagine you worked for me, and I sat down with you, and I said, hey, you know, tell me what motivates you. What kind of answer do you think you're going to give me? Well, I'd argue you're going to give me one of 3 answers, and 2 of them are a lot more likely than the third. The third is you'll give me a good, honest answer. And I'd say there may be a 5% chance I get that. There's a 95% chance I'm going to get 2 other answers. One is you're going to look at me with a blank stare because no one's asked you that question before, and your answer is going to be, I don't know. The most likely answer is you're going to tell me something you think I want to hear. You're going to say, Mike, my biggest motivation is doing what's right for this company and helping you grow the company. Blah. That's not worth much because it's probably not the truth. So there's a different way to do it. I tend to use a behavioral interviewing technique in order to do it. For those of you not familiar with behavioral interviewing, I'll give you an example. Instead of me asking you what motivates you, I might say to you, think about a time when you were super motivated. Think back to a time at work where you felt like you were on a roll. Time didn't matter. You weren't looking at the clock and you just felt super passionate about what you're doing. Could you think about a time like that? My guess is it may take a while, but you're going to be able to think about a time like that. And then if the next thing I asked you was, well, tell me what happened just before that to make you feel that way. Or tell me why you felt so motivated. Do you think you'd be able to give me an answer to that? You would. And by the way, that answer is going to tell me a heck of a lot about what motivates you. And it's going to tell you a heck of a lot about what motivates you as well, because most of us don't really know. Next time we'll discuss the second secret of passionate organizations, and that's called leverage. I look forward to talking to you then.